Hi, I'm Leanne and welcome to my kitchen and welcome to week 2 of our month-long series of desserts for 2. Perfect for Valentine's Day or really any day. If you love desserts that are elegant, incredibly easy and delicious, today's recipe is for you. We are making a small batch lemon posset. Now, if you haven't ever heard of what a posset is before, that's okay, because either did I, until I went to England last fall and had this for dessert one day. I took a bite and fell in love. A posset is a creamy citrus set dessert. I would say it is a cross between a panna cotta and a pudding as far as texture is concerned. And it's always made with some type of citrus juice. Today we're using lemon juice. You could use lime juice. But if you're looking for a panna cotta recipe, we made panna cotta last week, the first recipe in this series. Find the recipe up there. Or a vanilla pudding single serve recipe right up there. You can find both of those on this channel. Like I said, this posset only takes 3 ingredients. So we're going to use a lemon juice, we're going to use heavy whipping cream, and we are going to use sugar, and that's it. We're going to top it with some raspberries, add a little gingerbread cookie at the end, but as far as the posset is concerned, you've got your 3 ingredients. Now it is actually the acid from the lemon juice that is going to thicken this posset into a pudding-like consistency. The acid from the lemon juice interacts with the milk proteins, causing it to thicken. So it's great because that means there's no gelatin, there's no eggs, and there is no baking involved. We're going to start with our lemon. Now you have an option here. You can use just the lemon juice or the lemon juice and the lemon zest. If you use the lemon zest, you're going to get a little bit more intense lemon flavor. But you are going to add 2 steps actually to your process. So you decide. Now you're going to need to have a fine mesh strainer to strain out the lemon zest. So if you don't have a strainer like this, you might want to leave this lemon zest out. So first step though is we are going to zest our lemon. You always want to zest the lemon before you juice it. It's much easier. I've already zested the one here. We're going to pop that into our little container. And I'm going to grab a knife. We're going to cut our lemon and we're going to juice our lemon. I like to use my handy dandy little lemon juicer here. Now you want about 2.5 to 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, which is about what I'll get out of this smaller lemon. So depending on the size of your lemon will depend how much juice you get out of it. All right. We're going to set that aside. And we want to use a small saucepan, and into that we are going to add our whipping cream, and we are using 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. You want to use heavy whipping cream, you need that fat, so that's important. Pour that in, and into that we are going to add 1/3 cup of granulated sugar. We're going to grab a whisk, go and just whisk that together. All right, we're going to bring this up to a boil, and then we're going to let it boil for 5 minutes. Now the important thing is do not let it overboil. So make sure you're using a big enough pan that as it starts to bubble up, it doesn't overflow. All right, here we've got it boiled for 5 minutes. Now we're going to take our lemon juice. And like I said, that acid in the lemon juice interacts with the milk protein. It thickens them up and they become the thickening agent in our posset. All right, now we're going to just let that sit for about 15 minutes, let that lemon zest infuse into there, and you will see it start to thicken. Now, after it is cooled down, if you put the lemon zest in, we're going to want to strain that out. So I'm just going to put my fine mesh strainer over a bowl and pour. Now it is thick. You can see how thick it's gotten by this point. Let me get a spoon. Get all of it out. I don't like magic, the way that lemon juice thickens this up, but it's actually science, right? Go ahead and kind of push it through, and it'll leave behind that any lemon zest that may be in there, or maybe some pulp from the lemon seed, whatever's not supposed to be in there. We got that lemon zest left in there. And now I'm going to grab a spoon, and we're going to grab 2 bowls. Use any kind of dish. I'm using a nice little kind of glass dish. We're going to pour that in there. This is so yummy. And honestly, how easy is this? You just need to plan ahead a little bit, although honestly, It tastes delicious just like this, kind of still a little bit warm before it's set up. You could enjoy it totally without chilling it. All right, this is ready to go into the fridge. It needs at least 2 hours to set up overnight, and we'll be back. All right, it has chilled and it is ready to garnish and enjoy. There's lots of different ways to serve it. You can serve it just plain as is. I like to garnish with a little bit of fresh berry. That is how they served it to me in England. And then in England, they topped it with a shortbread cookie. Today, I'm using this cute little gingerbread heart cookie I had left over from the holidays. Just give it a nice little crunch. And voila, the perfect little elegant, delicious dessert. Now, this British dessert is centuries old, and originally in the beginning, it was served warm as like a drink, and it kind of evolved into the more of a chilled dessert. It doesn't get any easier. 3 ingredients, delicious. Hope you're gonna give this a try. If you're looking for some other yummy British desserts, make sure you check out my sticky toffee pudding for 2. It is so good. And I have an individual scone that is perfect to serve with your tea. You can find them all right up there. Thanks for joining me in the kitchen. Join me next week for another small batch dessert, perfect for Valentine's Day. And I'll see you in the next video.